Hey, Exoticals, it's your girl back with another Exotical rant. You know what I was just thinking about? Really want to know? I was just thinking about, when people say, you've changed, and they're waiting for you to respond back. You may have, life changes you. Situations change you. Change is inevitable, but they want to let you know that you've changed. Whatever position they knew you in, you're no longer in that position, and they want to let you know you've changed. And they say it with so much regret, remorse. Like they want you to feel bad for your growth in whatever area. You've changed. You used to be so laid back. Now you actually stick to a schedule and you've actually been able to upgrade your life. You've changed. And you're like, isn't that for the better? You've changed. Oh, now you used to walk around looking frumpy. Now when you walk around, you look all put together. You have a nice purse on. You look nice. You make sure your car is clean and everything around you looks pretty. You've changed. And you're like thinking in your head, like, isn't that a good thing? Like, aren't I supposed to grow and like develop into a better woman? But they're looking at you like, something's not right. Something's different about you. You've just changed. Ladies, do not listen to these people. These are called haters. They want you to believe that because you have grown in a certain area and now they're uncomfortable being around you, that it's bad. Whatever way they used to know you, they were comfortable around you because you were in maybe a subordinate position to them. You were under them. Maybe you weren't making a lot of money then. Maybe you weren't married, or you didn't have a boyfriend, or maybe you just didn't have everything in your life put together the way you have it now. And it's like every time you step in a room, you're like the beaming light of that room. So you have changed, but don't look at that as a negative thing. That person is just uncomfortable with your growth. A lot of people are stagnant. And you have to realize this, like when they say that you've changed, I would laugh. I always laugh and say, yeah, I have changed. I've grown into a better woman. I've grown into better positions in my life. I pushed myself to grow. So I'm glad I am not the person I was a year ago or 5 years ago, because I put in the work, and this is the result of all the work I put in place. So you telling me I've changed or you're changed or whatever way you want to say it, I'm so glad I did change, because it shows that all the work that I put in, I'm the show of all my work that I have put in. So I'm glad I was able to elevate myself. Never feel bad when somebody says that to you, Exoticals. They're really just trying to let you know that they're uncomfortable with your growth. That's all it is. It's their uncomfortability with your growth. You're moving ahead. You do not want to be in the same position you were 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 1 year ago. You want to move ahead. You want to have more money, more success, more love, more everything in your life that's abundance and happiness. So don't let them make you feel bad about that. And like literally, when I hear people say that, I'm just thinking, I have changed because I outgrew a lot of people, and I just look at them. Yeah, I outgrew a lot of people, and I just look at them, and then they automatically shut up. But like, that's just kind of like a gaslighting tactic that they'll use for you, because they're just surprised. Literally, sometimes they're surprised all these traps they set for you to fail, and you overcame them. You ever wonder that's why they're saying that? Because they wanted you to fail. They wanted that relationship not to work out. They wanted that job not to work out. They wanted that promotion not to work out for you. They wanted that car not to work out. They're surprised that all the things that they were praying for your demise did not happen. And this just goes to show you how many people are miserable with their lives. When you grow, you start noticing people around you are very stagnant. It is what it is. You start to notice that. And as I've grown as a young woman, I started to really notice. I started looking around with people I've known for a long time. And I'm like, yeah, they're uncomfortable with my progression. And then they're like, they always say, like, they'll turn a compliment into something shady. Oh, that's nice that you got that little house, even though your house is not little at all. And it's like everything is that little job. Oh, you're still doing that little YouTube thing. You're still doing that little entrepreneur thing. And so I always turn it back on. You still have that little job. You still at that same place you've been at for 20 years and you complain every week. Ladies, know when you're being shaded. Know when you're being shaded and get out of that conversation. Get out of those rooms with those people. They're not your friends. You just known them for a long time. Like, they're not for you. They were just comfortable as long as you were stagnant. After you lost that weight, woo, they cannot stand your ass. And you're like, I thought these were my best friends. Sweetheart, no. They were comfortable with you looking bad. And like that lowered your value. So like they were like, okay, I can deal with you as long as you're overweight. Even though you're an exotical, even though you're a beautiful woman, you're still overweight and you look frumpy. So I can deal with you at this position. But as soon as you start upgrading yourself, you start taking care of yourself, you start really like putting effort into yourself, people start dropping off. They start dropping off so fast. You're like, what happened? You elevated yourself, sweetheart. You changed, and you changed for the better. You lost the weight you needed to lose. You got your skin together. You got your diet together. You got your head together. You got your dating life together. You got yourself in such a place where like they cannot mess up what you got going on. Like with their little comments, you're so focused when they say shade, sometimes you don't even really honestly acknowledge it because you're so focused on your goals. You're so focused on what you got to do for yourself, for your family, for even sometimes if you have kids, for your kids, you got yourself on track. So your plan is so nailed into the ground. They can't pull it up with some pliers. They can't understand why you got it so together when just 5 years ago, your life was in chaos. When just 1 year ago, you were crying to them on the phone about some crappy guy you were dating, about how you can't lose weight, about how everything in your life was going down the drain. And they stayed on the phone with you 3 hours trying to figure out all the drama that was going on. But now you can't get a minute of their time. They can't figure out what happened to you. Woo! You started believing in yourself. That's what happened. You started putting down the little things that were controlling your life. You stopped focusing on other people and put the focus on yourself. And you put in the work. You put in the work and these are your results. Like you literally manifested your life how it is now. And they can't figure out how did that happen. It's because all the energy you were pouring into that all the negativity and all the drama that they were spewing out, you put into yourself and you got the positive result you wanted. Exoticals, when you change, be prepared for other people around you to change too. They change their colors. They're going to change how they react to you, and don't be afraid to walk away. It could be friends. It could be family. It could be people you've known for 10 plus years. They're no longer comfortable. They're no longer comfortable around you. It's because you have changed. You become the woman that you were intended to be. And they cannot handle that. And don't cry tears of remorse. Cry tears of joy that you have revealed like their true colors, their true character, because they were comfortable as long as you were stagnant, as long as you were stuck. You were stuck in a position. You were stuck as a single mom. You were stuck as a young girl with no confidence. And now you've come out of that. You've grown out of that. You got out of that bad relationship. You got out of that bad relationship with yourself. And now that you're loving on yourself, they can't handle it. They can't. You're too happy around them. You smile too much. You smell too good and you look too good. They can't handle you in this position because you are changing. You're evolving every year. You're getting better every year. You have better goals to reach every year. All they can do is talk about things they want to do, but you actually put in the work to do it. They can't handle that, exotical. They cannot handle it. And on top of that, then you're naturally cute. How dare you? That's how they feel, Exoticals. That's how they feel. So when you grow and you lose people, girl, thank God, thank a higher power, thank the earth, thank somebody, because they never deserved you. They never did. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but just think about it. I did change, but I changed for the better. And I don't want to go back. So Exoticals, today I want you to just look at your life, look at all the hard work you put in, and pat yourself on the back because you have changed for the better. Have a great day, Exoticals. Bye.